now we're going to talk about the season. What was it? Season 2.
Season
2 of Arrow just wrapped
2.
up. And
Your favorite show?
It's my favorite show. I won't miss it. If I have a choice between Arrow and anything else, I'm going to watch Arrow.
Forget Game of Thrones.
Forget Game of Thrones.
I sense sarcasm.
Yeah, I like Arrow. I think it's okay. And sometimes it goes beyond okay to really, really good. But it never has long enough stretches of being great for me.
Huh? He's hating.
I'm not hating. I
think
like
you're
it
hating.
sometimes.
I think
I
you're
like
about
it
to catch yourself
sometimes.
a case of hate poisoning.
I think.
I never liked it as much as anyone else here.
That's fair. You
Yeah,
actually
that's
have
cool,
every
yeah.
right to feel that way.
Yeah.
And I've tried.
But have you seen the levels to which we like that show?
I have.
They're
I believe me, I have. It really is.
Some episodes are fucking amazing, and then Laurel comes on,
And
and then becomes an episode of Saved by the Bell, a special episode of Saved by the Bell.
they still have to
She was
adhere
so
to the
excited.
CW
Yeah,
audience.
it's still a CW show.
Okay, no. For a CW show, it's a great CW show.
Okay, let's just bring up exactly where this show went. Season 2 essentially focused on the relationships between
Shadow.
between Oliver Queen and Slade Wilson.
I love you, Shadow.
You know why?
You know, Manu Bennett owned that season. Come on.
We shared a meaningful glance once.
You said hello to me.
You can't
And I
get
knew.
mad at that relationship and still
Friends
enjoy an X-Men movie because Wolverine did the same exact
Wolverine
thing.
kissed Jean Grey.
Oh.
And there was at least some.
He
There was at
dreamed
least,
about
Yes, but you know what he had
There's
to
some-
say.
And it looked,
You know what?
and it looked like
He
Jean
was-
Grey
he
wanted to
was
jump his
also
bones.
in
yeah,
there.
I never saw
Unless
Shadow
she
looking
did.
like she
In that
wanted
movie,
to
it
jump.
didn't
What's
That's
his name's
true.
name?
Well, we didn't see them training together.
Did they train?
Yes.
Yeah,
What are you talking about? They were
they
wrestling. They were literally
Listen,
wrestling to each
that's a
other.
show of affection for Australians.
I guess. I don't know many Australians. I don't know
Not
any
only that,
Australians,
not only that, whatever insanity
It's
he
changed. No, we have one in the group.
actually.
We do?
My Australian guy in the group.
Hey, Australian guy.
Who's the Australian guy?
Who's the Australian
come
guy?
up
George
did.
Longus.
George Lewis. Yeah, that's
George Lewis.
He's
Shout out
awesome.
to George.
Put another shrimp on the baby. Right?
George,
Maybe
I
Dingo
apologize.
HL, baby.
I'm going to try
That's
to
what you
edit
guys
as much stuff as I can.
But yeah, Arrow.
But no, like
Manu Bennett.
we had Slade.
He's
was
awesome.
He
He's
was
awesome.
insane.
Yeah,
he was
he's
insane. He was injected with the miracle formula.
He's
and
one of the good parts. He's the one part of the shows I like.
He's the best
At
part of
first,
season
I
2.
didn't like the
He's the
whole
best part
how
of
he was
Arrow.
obsessed
Yeah.
with Shadow. But after a while, they showed that because
It happened. There was so much emphasis on that syllable. So much emphasis.
anyways, bitches. Anyways,
Tell him, bitches, quiet.
bitches. I mean, black out. If you break it, I'll do it.
She gonna get mad up, drank.
But they explained that pretty well, and they showed that he was hallucinating, and he was seeing her, speaking to him, telling him, and it makes sense because they also showed Roy hallucinating Thea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was an unreasonable hallucination.
So that made sense because for the longest time I had a problem with him being obsessed with her, and I'm like,
It wasn't
they need to make
obsessed
it
so much as he was envious.
Yeah.
You know what?
It was envy that led to his
Can I ask
insanity.
a question of all of you
No.
who
Yes.
really like Arrow, except for you because you don't want to answer my question.
Okay.
When Ollie was like given the choice for Ivo to shoot one of them,
Yes.
he didn't say either of them. He gave no hint about who he wanted to save.
He did
And
show
she-
Except diving in front of
jumped
him.
in front.
He
Yeah, jumped
pointed
in
the
front.
gun at one person, and that's who the
jumped in
person
front
that
of?
he jumped in front of.
Yeah, he was about to shoot Sarah.
And I think if he jumped in front of Shadow, he would have been like,
Yeah.
"Damn."
Because I feel like he didn't choose.
Who?
No, I'm
Ollie.
not. He didn't choose, but it's one of those situations where like he saw a gun pointed at someone he cared about,
And he jumped.
and
Yeah,
he said
instinctually
he
jumped
said
in front
me.
of her.
He said shoot
Shoot
me.
me.
Yeah.
And
And
then
it said he
Ivo
was like, "Oh, you made your choice." Bang.
Yeah.
I have a question.
But
I have
then
a
why
question.
didn't he just
Yes.
say that?
If Laurel
himself.
and
Laurel
Thea,
died, we'd all be happy.
if Laurel and Thea died, would anybody be sad?
I like Thea.
I like Thea.
Yes.
Why?
I really
Why do you
like
like
you know what?
Thea?
Wait. You know why I really like Thea? Because they're gonna turn her into Cheshire.
Not. Oh,
Or
well.
just
Spoilers that haven't happened yet.
Has Thea ever asked her father, why is he
But
wearing
you know
lipstick?
what? She's the only one
He's got
on the
some pretty
show.
lips.
She's the only one on the show that has no idea what's going on.
Exactly.
She's like the innocent type. She's very naive. So you
she's
can't
gonna be
really-
innocent.
Yes,
much
innocent
longer.
because no, but that's exactly.
She's chilling
that's
with
her
the big
character
Merlin
evolution.
now, son.
She's helpless in this entire world of crazy
Nobody
shit.
innocent around
Everyone's
Captain
lying
Jack.
to people.
what makes Thea interesting for me is that
Captain Jack.
for the longest time she ultimately became the last person that didn't know anybody
Anybody,
who's
yeah.
involved
Exactly.
in any of this. And now that she
River
knows,
Song
and
doing
she's
it
not
too?
exactly on Ollie's side, I'm intrigued now because
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Because that's a legitimate reaction. Like, well, fuck
What
you
is she
guys.
going to? How is she going to be?
My boyfriend's doing it. My boyfriend's
Well,
friend
go ahead
knows.
and
My
talk about
brother
theory,
knows.
Jared.
My mom dies. What?
Your
What
theory.
about your theory?
My
about
theory?
Theo?
Okay,
Shut
so
up.
we know that Roy is going to become Red Arrow next season. That he's going to be the sidekick to
Yes,
Green
mask
Arrow.
down.
Yes.
And honestly, I think the fact that
When's
he'll
he gonna
be
start
wearing
doing heroin?
Never.
never. I think we already.
When he
I think
was-
Mirakuru was the
We saw
hero.
his initial.
Mirakuru.
But no, now that he's going to be donning.
He's there in order.
I said he'll start using heroin when he loses the ability to walk.
But no,
Future.
Moving on.
now that he's going to be wearing his red hood, he's going to be people are going to see him as the Red Arrow,
Yes.
and the Green Arrow is going to be the Green Arrow.
Yes.
So we're going to get their official names. The lore continues to grow.
Okay.
But since he is Red Arrow, and Red Arrow in the comics has that relationship with Cheshire, and Thea Queen was really the love that got away from him, I think it makes more sense for her to become Cheshire, especially the way that she just disappears on everyone. The fact that Cheshire was trained by the League of Assassins, and her father being a member is an extension. A League of Assassins is capable of training her. So
She's a legacy.
yeah, she's a legacy. So rather than having her come back as Speedy, bring in Cheshire, and that gives her the play to Roy, and that make her a badass.
Although I could see
Yeah.
her coming back as Speedy and just be a villain, or at
Yeah.
least
Yeah.
an anti-hero.
an anti-hero.
Yeah.
But I think we're
I
done with
accept
Bose.
both.
I think we're done with Bose.
Oh,
I think that maybe Bose
No, I
won't
don't
be.
think we're done with Bose.
No, I'm just saying,
I
like
don't
for
think we're
her,
done
I don't
with
think Bose and Arrow will work, because I think at one point during season 2 there was like a nod to it. It was like, oh yeah, you tried to pick up archery once and you weren't very good at it, or something like that. She says that. I can't remember the exact same episode, but I remember specifically Thea saying that. And I think that imagine seeing her like training with her father, and he's like, well, find a weapon that feels comfortable to you, and she picks up the 2 sides. Come on, that would be awesome.
It would be.
That would be awesome. And, training her to use poisons and stuff like that. She gets the mask because
You know
she's
what-
trying to hide
you know
herself
what
from
else
the
would be
world.
awesome?
I'm okay with
You know
all
what
that.
else would be awesome?
What?
Leonardo
Get some
Lee.
Richard Dragon in this.
Oh, we're getting Richard Dragon.
Machine.
They've been playing up the Richard Dragon since they showed the bottle of what was the alcohol that he was drinking with his Russian friend.
Oh, the
Yeah.
super expensive.
Yeah, the super.
vodka?
It was vodka. He was like, oh, we haven't had this in a while. And he pulls it out, and it's like he's in Russia, and the guy pulls out a bottle that looks like it's from Japan or China. And I was like, oh, it's a dragon on it. That's Richard Dragon, right
So in
there.
the next season,
Richard Dragon, Cheshire.
Hopefully.
Because
And
we knew that
Oliver is from China.
Ali had a
Sportsmaster?
relationship. We knew that possibly.
This guy.
Who do you think was Sportsmaster?
So
From
yeah, I still think I was like I feel like they set up Sportsmaster. It's whether or not they follow through with it.
we're just pulling at straws.
Yeah, it's literally pulling.
Yeah,
at
we're
the
pulling
straw.
at straws because we love Young Justice, and that world needs to be continued.
Because they show a character when the breakout either in the finale or the
It was the finale.
episode.
It was the finale.
They have a moment where they show Diggle break out people from
The
break
Suicide
out members
Squad
from
block,
Suicide
yeah.
Squad.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
They show 3 members. One of them they linger on more than you like what they normally would for a background character. And it's this white man with he's bald.
he's kind of
They give him
balding.
a gun. They give him basically a flak jacket, but it kind of looks like sports equipment. But as soon as he gets that, the next thing you see tossed is Deadshot's hand pistols.
Yeah, his guns.
So it was one of those situations where it's like, is that a nod to Sportsmaster? Am I reading too much into this? And if I'm not, fucking pull the trigger on that. Even if he's just like a one-shot use, because then that can get us Artemis.
if they like we want, if they connect,
Don't get sad.
if
Don't
they
get sad, be
connect,
happy.
We're not getting Wally. Or if we do, we're not getting
Oh, we are getting Wally. He's gonna be black.
He's
And
gonna
he's
be-
on the other show on
if
Tuesdays,
if they connect the show with the cinematic universe like we want,
which I'm okay with.
They're not going
I'm
to.
not.
if
don't
they
know
do,
that anymore.
we can get a Young
No,
Justice
don't
show.
know
Flash now.
They said they wanted to do a Young Justice show,
Oh, yeah, they did.
and we have Wally and Flash.
Yes.
We have Red Arrow. If they connect the cinematic universe with the show,
No.
we can get Superboy.
They're not going to.
I hope they haven't. I hope
I
they
think
don't.
we
I hope they don't.
The movies
I think
are
we can get
poison.
Aqualad.
The movies are poison right now.
And not only that, I think Arrow works best when it doesn't have to tie into anything. They
Well, it's
have
gonna
to-
tie into Flash
ties
now.
into a lot of
No, yeah, no, but is it
But it's
tying into
like
Flash,
the,
or did Arrow
It's the
built
core.
Flash?
It's the
Yeah.
core.
I think, but he's only in the one episode, right?
The pilot.
Yeah, he's in the
Yeah.
pilot.
As of right now, but we didn't.
And they-
We're
they're
all
definitely
going to
gonna be a
everyone's
crossover.
going to speculate that they're.
Well, we said that
It's
Stephen
definitely
Amell's going to
crossover.
be in it, but Felicity, they said that she might be a recurring character on the show.
I would say.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So,
Me
the
too.
unresolved relationship between Felicity and Barry Allen, for all we know.
I thought they solved that with
Love triangle.
what's her
It's-
name?
We
CW,
did.
we
She
gotta
was
get-
talking and she said that she was going to be on the show.
It's
That
a
she-
CW
she
love
didn't
triangle. We
agree.
need it.
Yeah, exactly. They still have
And
one
more
other
Felicity's
audience.
Come
always
on,
good.
guys.
Yeah. I'm a cool with
Come on,
that.
let's do it.
Speaking of
I like
Felicity,
Felicity. I actually like
I was going to
Felicity.
say, let's talk
I
about
like
Felicity. Go
Felicity.
ahead, Nadia. You're a Felicity fan, girl.
Okay.
we're all Felicity fans.
Tell him, girl.
I'm a
Tell him,
Felicity
girl.
shit. I'm
We
a
got
Felicity
mad
fan,
at
bro.
this.
I like her because she's the one that keeps Oliver stable in a way. Because like in the season finale, spoilers, they were all talking about killing Slade, and she was the only one that was just like, no, you stick to not killing people, and it worked out.
Yeah, because she wants more for him.
And it seems like she's the one that really connects to Oliver the most. And although we all want to see them kiss at the same time, even if that happens, I think that would.
That broke a lot of fangirl hearts.
How did that make you feel? When he said that was
I love you.
fucked
I
up.
like it. I like it, but at the same time, I know if they built a relationship like, between those two, it would take away from her character.
It would.
But they used her as bait to save Laurel,
That's fucked up.
and that pissed me off.
I don't think they used.
They used her as bait. They absolutely used her as
But
bait.
she voluntarily, knew she was bait.
No.
Before we finish,
Before we run out of time,
I felt like he
we're
ran
running out of
with her
time. So
idea,
before
but
we finish, we promised that we
didn't
were
tell
gonna.
her just so her reaction would be genuine. There's no way she would have faked it.